Aquarius, I'm so happy to get back with you. We've had some interesting reads so far since in this journey, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the second half of June has for you. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, so I'll just start laying them out and bring to your attention that I have a about page that has my announcements on it, so I don't have to keep repeating them in my video. Hope you like that idea. Please like and subscribe though. If I turn out not to be one of your favorite readers, you can always unsubscribe later, but really appreciate the support right now as I'm trying to get this up and running. I would appreciate also if you hold off on any dislikes without checking my about page, because I am new, and I think that there's certainly a room for constructive criticism, but sometimes it's just a preference. You may have a feeling that somebody shouldn't talk this much, or shouldn't do this, or shouldn't do that, but it's all preference. Different people have different ways of looking at things, so appreciate your help on that. All right, your overall energy is, wow. The Five of Swords. But it's not always a bad thing, you know? I'm going to, I didn't lay this out after I did this, but I can still read with a little more spiritual intention. Angels and spirit guides help guide my reading so that I can help Aquarius as best as possible with their person. Okay, the Hierophant is upside down. Your person doesn't seem very traditional. This is a very strong part of their personality. But I think that they do consider, maybe perhaps looking at things more traditional. Perhaps they're not the type to get married, but maybe with you they might consider it, that sort of thing. The Page of Swords in the upright. Your person wants to come in with some communication, but they're a little unsure of how it's going to go and how to direct that conversation. I think your person is more of a King of Wands. So in the communication department, they're a little uncertain, but in the department of action and passion, they have a lot to give. This King of Wands is quite certain of themselves and is definitely got something to offer. Your person sees you as their soulmate, or the connection so strong that it's hard to deny. All depends on how you look at that. And like with anything that opposites attract, because these are male and female energies sometimes see things differently, and that's probably part of the attraction. In this particular situation, the divine feminine is looking more at the spiritual world, and the male is looking more at the female in 3D. But these are the things that make it fun, you know? And if you had a past life with this person, then they recognize you. They are definitely, whether or not they know it consciously, they sense something. And it could be a simple matter of you had a past relationship with this person in this life, and they recognize you now as something more of a soul connection than they did originally. Your person is working in a High Priestess energy, which I can appreciate. I think it suggests to me that here they are looking at this connection and seeing something bigger than what's scientifically measurable. The High Priestess keeps one foot on the ground in the real world, and another one in higher spiritual matters. And it appears to me that your person is a High Priestess in that sense, very, very capable. However, there's some type of injustice happening in your person's life, and I don't know if this has to do with you. It may or may not. We can look a little further to decide, but since this is the overall energy, I'm going to say it's possible that there's something having to do with a disagreement with you. Now, I don't think that this, I mean, there are other cards that could have been on the table, but the one that was chosen, you know, is a potential energy of righting that situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be legal. It could be, but I'm just going to say in the context of a love reading, I'm thinking there's some type of a disagreement or miscommunication or a misalignment of values or worldview, that it may just all be a misunderstanding. What your person is thinking about doing is collaborating with others, so that, not to talk behind your back, but trying to get some sense of, because they don't want to just walk away from this. They want to understand. They want to try to get a dialogue going that will help fix the situation. Gosh, I hope it's not too bad between you guys, because clearly this person sees you as the connection of, like, ever, right? And your person is also, you know, I'm going to say that they want to, wow, look at those cards. You know, at first I was going to say maybe they see you that way, but in all honesty, I think that your person wants to birth this relationship into something amazing and lasting and meaningful. And you are their wish fulfillment on a certain level that is hard to even describe. I mean, you've got the Lovers, you've got the Empress, you've got the Star, but something's wrong. And I can't help but wonder if it has to do with some type of worldview having to do with values. But only you would know that. The overall energy, the Five of Swords, I think your person realizes that they can keep fighting and maintaining their position on this, but they're going to end up with everyone walking away from them. So what good is being right if you're alone? I think that your person is trying to, you know, that is really working in this High Priestess energy. And that's another great card to have here on the table. So I'm really impressed. I think your person is impressive, and they better be, because I know quite a few Aquarians, and you know what? It's hard to really argue morality or what's right or wrong with an Aquarian, because they feel things on a very deep level. You don't have to be a water energy to have that. So, okay, I think that's it. I just want to ask the spirit guides. Usually it's a lighthearted energy, but sometimes they can also bring something to our attention that's worth paying attention to. So this is advice for you, Aquarius, regarding your person. Sea Beacon Fairy. Wow, she's pretty. Guidance, but where will it lead you? Sea Beacon Fairy. Nice, huh? Okay, so it looks to me like you're going to ride the waves of this situation and see where. You don't really have any advice in that sense. It's more like your spirit guides are saying, just go along for this ride and you'll find out where it takes you and you'll be okay with it. But I believe that about you, Aquarius. You can totally handle just about anything. All right, that's your reading this time around, and we will talk soon. Thank you, Aquarius.